Yo, 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 what's good, people? It's your boy Fadlan, aka Ninja T.
This meeting is being recorded.
It is currently 2 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time, Monday, the 6th of May, 2024. Welcome to another amazing episode of The Game, which is a free weekly financial literacy webinar covering stocks and crypto fundamentals, looking at macros, and occasionally we have some cool special guests. On today's episode, we will be looking at the Coinbase earnings report with our CEO, Mr. Michael Harding. Let's get into the intro and dive into it. Yes, mi amigo Esteban, ¿cómo estás, my bro? Yeah.
Well, go on, bro. Ethan.
Muy
It was
bien.
good, man.
Yeah, my Okay, no worries. I'll just get into the quick intro and then use the disclaimer. So, quick intro for those that are unaware of who we are. Blockchain Sensei, we are the UK's leading Black and Asian-owned Web3 solutions and financial literacy company. We solve multiple problems in the space, including but not limited to helping Web3 companies with investment, helping Web3 companies with developers, and a whole load of other working parts behind the scenes. So if you're interested in our services, just email us, DM us, and we can talk about that. We do, on the financial literacy side, we teach at multiple prestigious institutions around the world, including Imperial College London, Manchester United, Manchester United Football Academy, etc. Anyway, we do 3 free webinars a week. We do Mondays, Fridays, Sundays, 8 p.m. plus. So Mondays is our legacy show of the game, every Monday, 8 p.m. till 9:30 UK time since 2020. Fridays, NFT Fridays, and then Sundays is our chart show. And then Wednesdays, we are back in Manchester in person doing weekly in-person workshops, helping creatives utilize Web3 and AI to monetize on their creativity. Click the link in our bio, superjoy.com/blockchain sensei for everything you need. We need to delete that. This way you can join our free Telegram. Come to our free webinars Mondays, Fridays, Sundays, 8 p.m. plus, and also subscribe to the Dojo, which is our subscription service. And this is where you can get an ultra edge in the market. You can get access to pre-sales. I show you the behind the scenes to a 6-figure portfolio that I'm growing to 7. Also a 5-figure trading account that I'm growing to 6. And we do private webinars with myself, Mr. Harding, Jay, and the likes of Nash and Lanrai. Let's get into the disclaimer, which is Harding would like to do because I've done it for a while now. Disclaimer, terms and conditions. No, sir. Yeah.
accredited advisors. So let's get into the show because told you so. That's what this episode should just be called. Told you.
Well, I believe we've been reviewing the Coinbase earnings report for at least 3 years now. Every
Told
quarter.
you.
Listen, man, all I can say is that these reports literally tell you what's going to happen and what is happening, and they literally tell you what is up next.
Some people think it's rocket science, but I just think it's called logic. Can you make me host, please? Bless. So let's break down, first of all, how do you even find an earnings report? Well, let's not even break that down. Let's break down why is an earnings report important? Earnings reports are important because what they actually do is you see these multi-billion-dollar companies, they give you reports on how they're making their money, how they intend on making their money. So if you take a company like Coinbase that makes most of its money from having a monopoly on the crypto market, and you read their report, you're going to find out information that most people don't have. Now, we've been doing this for almost 4 years. We've been doing this with Coinbase. And for 4 years, regardless of which person from what institution we talk to, they're always so amazed and so like, but how did you know this information? Because guess what, guys? We're going to show you right now how you too can get this information very, very simply. It's as simple as this. And if they are not teaching this to their analysts all over the world, then it's pretty silly. Because all you have to do is you go onto Google and you type in investor relations, like so, yeah? Then you type in the name of the company that you want to get the earnings report for. And in this case, it's Coinbase. And then you just click on the website. And then it's as simple as that. It's right there for you. So this time, we're looking at the latest earnings report, which is this one here. There's actually a webcast as well and an analyst call transcript. So if you really, really want the juice in the alpha, you'll go and listen to that. But for today, we're just going to do this. All right? Only 22 pages. So that means they made them shorter. So there's going to be a couple mic drops here. There's going to be a couple, bam. So let's go. Our financial performance in Q1 reflects our focused execution on product expansion, ongoing operational discipline, and strong crypto market conditions. We generated 1.6 billion of revenue and 1.2 billion of net income. So again, what are we looking for when it comes to investing? We're looking for a company that has increasing revenue, because that's what an intelligent investor does. We are looking for a company that has increasing net income, because that's their profit. I don't know about you, but I like things that have increasing profit. That tends to mean it's a good business. So
Also, the percentage is really good as well. That basically means 75% of all revenue is profit. That's
Yeah,
very
exactly. There you go.
So additionally, we made meaningful progress in 2024 with Coinbase Prime, USDC market cap increased, and Coinbase One adoption remains strong. Through Base, our layer 2 solution, we're expanding the utility of crypto by improving the infrastructure and ecosystem. Lastly, we continue to drive regulatory clarity for crypto. All in, Q1 was a highly productive start to 2024. So let's look at this data. Total adjusted EBITDA is 1 billion. So this is earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. We don't need to worry about that just yet. Future of money. USDC is the fastest growing major USD backed stablecoin so far in 2024. USDC increased its market cap by 30%. 5.5 billion USDC on our platform in Q1, nearly double that of 2023. Growth internationally. Canada is the first and largest international crypto exchange registered in Canada. The new perpetual futures listing is on Coinbase International Exchange. 80% coverage of the estimated total perpetual futures volume globally as of Q1. 8x increase in developer activity on Base. Base has processed more transactions than any other L2 in the last 30 days. Over 2x more transactions than ETH in the last 30 days. I'm going to say that sentence again. Over 2x more transactions than ETH in the last 30 days.
On which 30 days period exactly, sorry?
So this came out 2nd of May, so that would have been from 2nd of April.
Basically. So in April.
Yeah.
Damn.
So let's take a deeper look. Q1 results reflect our investments to expect product expansion. Q1 total revenue was 1.6 billion. Up 72%. What else was the major thing that we're looking for here? Chapter 2, we made meaningful progress in our 2024 priorities, driving revenue and utility. Yep, we saw that. Driving regulatory clarity remains a key priority in 2024. They launched Stand with Crypto, which currently has now 415,000 advocates. On the legislative front, we are seeing a step change among key leaders in Washington, aligning on the need for stablecoin legislation. Oh, look at that. If there's stablecoin legislation, what stablecoin do we think is going to get legislated? Oh, do you think it might be Circle? And who owns Circle? Oh, yeah, Coinbase. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So the SEC, the court dismissed the SEC's claim with respect to Coinbase Wallet and ruled that the remainder of the case will proceed to discovery. Remain confident in the strength of our legal arguments and a geared up incentive discovery phase throughout the remainder of the year. So this is the important bit. Their 2024 outlook. In April, we generated 300 million of total transaction revenue and expect Q2 subscription service revenue to be within the range of 525 to 600 million. So they're expecting next quarter to double this quarter. You might want to pay attention to that. Assuming crypto asset prices stay in the range we've seen year to date, we anticipate Q2 transaction expenses will be in the mid-teens as a percentage of net revenue. We expect Q2 technology and development, general and administrative expenses to be 600 to 700 million, driven primarily by elevated expenses associated with higher trading volumes. We expect Q2 sales and marketing expenses to be 180 million. Interesting. Driven significantly higher by USDC customer rewards. Interesting. As well as seasonally higher MBA spend. Interesting. So, the final metrics. Let's have a look-see. What's happened with this company? Remember, what are we looking for in a company? Increased revenue. Increased profits. So, what's happened with this company? Q1 2023, revenue 736 million. Then it dropped the following quarter. Everyone was like, Coinbase is dead. It's over for Coinbase. We believed because we understood. 663 million. So it did take a hit. It took a hit again in Q3 of 2023. And then it bounced back to 905 million revenue. And now it's at 1.5 billion revenue. So, you know, those people that were doubting, they just don't understand business. Net income was at a loss. They were at a loss. This company was in the dirt, making no peas. But we understood and we believed because we looked at the business model and we understood what they were doing. Minus 97 million in the next quarter. Then the next quarter, this is when people should have paid attention. When they went from minus 97 to minus 2. This shows you, this thing could become profitable real soon. Look what happened. It became profitable. Look what happened to the stock. It pumped. And it did over 500%. Well done to everyone that's been in since when we were talking about it and has got their 500% gain on a stock that is doing more than most crypto, on a stock that has done more gains than Bitcoin. But you know, we don't know what we're talking about. And now most recently, up 1.1 billion in net income. Profit. Good company. Anyway, right? Let's keep moving. Q1 results reflect our investments in product expansion, continued operational discipline, and strong market conditions. We generated 1.6 billion in total revenue, 1.2 billion in net income. Crazy. So they're talking about the fact that asset prices change, which means when the crypto market is doing well, Coinbase does well. But they're also trying to say that They kind of done well even without the crypto market doing well. So let's just read this sentence quickly. Throughout much of 2022 and 2023, both crypto asset volatility and crypto asset prices declines, following all-time high levels in 2021, in part driven by a significant change in macroeconomic conditions and the failure of several prominent crypto trading venues and lending platforms in 2022. That was FTX. In Q1, crypto asset volatility increased sharply, but remained well below all-time high levels. In terms of crypto asset prices, crypto market capitalization reached a 52-week high, approximately 2.8 trillion in Q1. While we cannot attribute increase in market capitalization to a specific driver, we believe this increase was influenced by a variety of factors, such as the launch of Bitcoin ETFs, which experienced over 11 billion in net inflows in 2024. And guess where the majority of that was bought? Oh yeah, through Coinbase.
Who would have thought it?
I mean, who could have seen that coming? I mean, that would be almost as obvious as, you know, the institutional net revenue increasing because they are selling Bitcoin to the institutions. Should we see if this has increased, shall we? Let's see if this takes rocket science. Institutional net up from 22 down to 17, down to 14, doubled to 36, doubled again to 85. Wow. Who could have seen that coming? But hey.
Yeah, and then they got revenue coming in from their subscription model as well.
Yep. And here's the bit that nobody notices. That nobody's paying attention to. Blockchain rewards. They made 150 million in blockchain rewards. Now, what's crazy about this is they don't have to say which tokens this is. This could be 150 million they made in ETH. It could be 150 million they made in Solana. It could be 150 million that they've made in meme coins. They don't have to say what it is. And if these things, this 150 million alone, depending on what tokens it is, could turn into 1.5 billion. It's what people just don't understand this business. Anyway, transaction revenue. Let's look at these for numbers. Q1 consumer transaction revenue was 935 million, up 99% quarter on quarter. Consumer trading volume was up 93% quarter on quarter, outperforming the US spot market, which increased 91%. Institutional transaction volume was up 85 million, up 133%. Institutional trading volume was up 256 billion, up 105%, also outperforming the US spot market. On the institutional platform, Coinbase Prime hit all-time highs in trading volume, and the number of active clients in Q1. During the last bull run, Coinbase primarily offered custodial capabilities, but now with our Prime platform, we offer custody, trading, financing, and staking to institutional customers. Let's just read that again. Let's just read this again. Because again, people don't understand business. If these are the numbers that they were making offering one institutional product, they now offer custody, trading, financing, and staking. So you multiply what their potential revenue is by the amount of new services they offer, which is 4. So has Coinbase still got room to grow? Oh, yes, it does. Anyway, the Bitcoin ETFs, combined with strong market conditions in Q1, unlocked a flywheel of customer engagement across this more robust product suite. In fact, nearly 40% of institutional clients engaged with at least 3 products in Q1. So they've just told you there, the maths. Only, and again, I'm going to choose my words carefully here. And I'm going to say the word only 40% of their institutional clients have used 3 of these products: trading, custody, financing, or staking. What happens if 40% of them use 4 of the products? What happens if 80% of them use 4 of the products? Will Coinbase make more money? I think it will, guys. I think it will.
Yeah.
So, trading volume. Let's see where this money's been made. So, a little bit is being made from consumer and retail. We can see in the millions. 21 million, 14 million, 11 million, 29 million, 56. So they're done well here. But institutional, 124, 78, 65, 125, 256. I mean, if you look at this for a jump, and this is in billions, by the way, guys. If you look at this as a jump, to go from 65 billion in trading volume to 256 billion in trading volume in half a year is pretty impressive. Because you have to remember, with this trading volume, guess who makes money? Coinbase. So, where is the majority of this trading volume? And this is where, if you are smart, you will now know which assets to play with, because it will show you which assets the institutions are using. Because are they messing around with Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin the majority of where the majority of trading volume is? No. 33% of the trading volume is on Bitcoin. 13% of the trading volume is on Ethereum. Now, if this doesn't show you that people ain't really messing around with Ethereum, guys, let me just break this down. This is the #1 platform for institutions buying crypto. This is the #1 exchange in the world at this moment in time. And if this is showing us the trading volumes, this is also showing us which assets are most likely to pump in this next quarter. And we can see other crypto assets is at 43% in comparison to Ethereum. So, where is the majority of attention in crypto right now? Is it in Ethereum or is it in altcoins?
Altcoins.
Clearly in altcoins. Clearly. So, let's keep going.
Amazing.
Other transaction revenue. Other transaction revenue was 56 million, up 138%. Guys, this company is insane. If you can show me a company performing with numbers like this, I will be very, 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 very impressed. But there just currently isn't really companies doing numbers like this. Other transaction revenue is a new financial statement line which consists of base sequencer fees and payment-related revenue. That was previously included in consumer transaction revenue. The primary driver quarter-on-quarter growth was higher base sequencer fees. Subscription and services revenue up 36%. Benefited from higher crypto asset prices, higher USDC market cap as well. Yeah. Stablecoin revenue was up 197 million, up 15%. Blockchain rewards revenue was up 151 million, which is 59%. Yep. Nice. Okay, let's just keep going through. Operating expenses. Now, this will be the telltale sign. If somehow Coinbase have managed to reduce their operating expenses, I will be more impressed than I already am. I don't expect them to have, but let's have a look. Technology and development, 358 million, 320 million, 322 million, 323 million, 357 million. Sales and marketing, 64 million, 83 million, 78 million, 106 million, 98 million. So this is showing us that Coinbase last quarter spent 98 million on marketing. So this is now telling me that if Blockchain Sensei approached Coinbase, we could tell them, well, we know that you spent 98 million on marketing last year. How about you send 1% of that to the UK's #1 blockchain marketing and education company, and we will go and deliver education for just 1% across the UK. Not even 1%. In fact, Coinbase, you can give us 0.2% and some stock in Coinbase. I will be happy. That's the deal, Coinbase. Brian, I'm sure someone in your team, Brian, is watching this because we talked with some of your team. Shout out to Sid.
Guys, that's less than $250,000. That's a bargain.
That's a bargain for Coinbase.
And it's not gonna be a bargain for long because if you talk to Michael, you get a better deal. But when you talk to me, it's gonna be different.
He ain't cutting a
conversation.
250K deal with you. He's not going to do that. So you need to move quickly, Coinbase. Just saying. Now, this is the interesting bit because this has never been in their report. Gains on crypto assets held for operations. They've never put that, which is very interesting. But yeah, very, very, very interesting. So yeah, they've actually reduced their spending on sales and marketing, which I think is quite interesting. Capital and liquidity. We ended up Q1 with 7.1 billion in USD resources, up 1.6 billion. We intend to use net proceeds to pay for maturity, prior to maturity, and cash equivalents. So yeah, they're going to pay off debts that they've got. Okay, USD resources. They're sitting on 371 million of USDC. They're sitting on 3.5 billion in corporate cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can't skip this. What on earth? Wait, corporate cash held at third party USDC. Corporate cash. They've got $3.5 billion of just cash. Huh?
Yeah, that's mad.
That's
They
not
are.
most crypto market caps. Most cryptos are below 3 billion. Like check the top 20 cryptos. I think you need to go to crypto maybe like 20 to get to 3 billion.
And that's just cash reserves.
Cash, like fiat.
Yeah, these men ain't playing.
Yeah, corporate cash.
Yeah, but that's crazy to be that liquid.
That's so liquid. They're ready to buy the dip, mate.
No, but I mean they have to have a lot because they're pegged to the dollar, right? So they would have to be percentage-wise be heavy on cash. It makes sense.
Okay, so 3 billion is around Aptos at number 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after we get to, yeah, they've got more liquid cash than the entire market cap of crypto.com.
I feel like crypto.com are lacking, you know. Like I don't feel like people the energy's gone behind
No, they are.
supporting it.
They had a huge marketing push with the clubs, they were everywhere, racing, horse racing.
UX. Like the user experience is not that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fell off.
Yeah, there's a lot of them like that, man. All
Now,
falling off.
crypto.com could have been Coinbase.
Yeah.
They were neck and neck at one point. It's just that Coinbase were the OGs. They've been in the space too long. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at these cash flow used to operate in USD activities, crypto purchases and disposals across crypto investment portfolio. Yeah, I'm trying to see what they've been investing. Okay, so yeah, they've invested 126 million in the last quarter. That's interesting. Oh wow, they only put 3 million to venture. Wow. Okay, interesting. We consider our crypto assets held as investments and crypto assets held as collateral as other unencumbered resources to us. The fair market value of crypto assets held as collateral was 107 million as of March 31st. The fair market value of crypto assets held as investments was 1.5 billion as of March 31st. When including these crypto assets, total available resources totaled 8.6 billion, up from 6.5 billion. So they're trying to say that they're only holding 1.5 billion of crypto investments. as the
Yeah.
company itself. I don't know why, but I don't buy that. I just don't believe that.
But I feel like obviously when it comes to auditors and all of the regulatory side of stuff, there's a lot of parties holding their money.
Yeah, true. Okay, so let's see what they're saying is gonna shape up the next quarter. Driving revenue. Throughout the DAM market, we ignored the noise and increased the quality, functionality, and breadth of our product suite to best meet customer needs heading into the next bull market, which they did. So they've now got 4 things that they can offer to institutions. In the bear market, they were building that whilst everyone else was killing them off. And now they're ready for everything pretty much. In Q1, we continue to see meaningful growth in our institutional business through Coinbase Prime. We believe the growth was driven largely due to positive market momentum and partly fueled by the launch of Bitcoin ETFs, which we have experienced over 11 billion in net inflows so far in 2024 in just one quarter. Initially focused on custody, Coinbase now delivers a comprehensive suite. We talked about those 4 services. Stablecoins. In Q1, we saw strong growth in our stablecoin business as USDC market cap grew over 30%. Customers who hold the USDC balances have higher engagement on our platform. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Derivatives through the Coinbase International Exchange and Coinbase Financial Markets and Coinbase One. In Q1, Coinbase One, our premium subscription product for all retail users, continued to gain traction. While it's still early, we surpassed 400,000 paid members in Q1 since inception. We added new benefits and features to Coinbase One. Cool. Then they're expanding into international markets. Then there's a little bit on Base. Chapter 3. This is all legal stuff that they're messing around with. So, guys. So this is them being clear and honest about their situation with the SEC, because the SEC tried to attack them. Okay, so what their expectations are for the next quarter. Subscription and services revenue, they're expecting to go up to 600 million there. Transaction expenses, mid-teens as a percentage of net revenue. Technology and development, to 710 million. Expenses up to 180 million. So they're expecting to spend a bit on expenses. So fair enough. This is all the EBITDA stuff, and then the numbers. To be fair, this is quite a.
It's pretty lean.
It's pretty lean.
Yeah, it's pretty lean at that one.
It's because the numbers just be doing the talking for them.
Themselves. Yeah. No, that's interesting. There wasn't. They didn't sprinkle hella like gems of things, because I think that at this time now they've already positioned themselves. That's why I don't think that there's that much capital that's gone into venture capital, because at this stage now in the market, you as an organization of that stature, you should definitely be positioned and now protecting yourself and getting more inflows from the right areas to, tackle this bull market. So I think yeah, it makes sense.
Okay,
I think that's why
I'm gonna do a special. Yeah, let's do something special. It was gonna be just the Coinbase earnings report, but we're gonna give you 2 for the price of 1 here.
What are you pulling up, Mike?
I'm pulling up the Riot one.
Oh my god, it's one of them days.
It's one of them days. Extra alpha.
You
One of
like
them.
for a treat.
I had to take my top off for this one because it's too hot.
This one, don't sleep on this one.
This one, yeah. This one, yeah. So, Riot Blockchain was the other stock that we were talking about, as well as Coinbase last quarter and the quarter before that. One of the leading positions in our public portfolio. right? Personally, I want to say this again. You can quote me, you can terrorize me if this all goes wrong and blows up in my face. I personally think that there is more gains to be made in Riot blockchain and Coinbase than there is in investing in Ethereum and in Bitcoin. Personally. That's just because when it comes to business, these numbers be doing the most.
Yeah, and right, like things like blockchain, all of these mining companies outperform Bitcoin.
Yep.
Because yeah, it's almost like future proofing. Buying into the making of it is more attractive to investors, so the inflow is a lot heavier.
So let's look at these numbers, right? Bitcoin mined 1,364 Bitcoin. That's 15 Bitcoin mined a day. So what happens if the price of Bitcoin goes up? Oh, yes.
$1 million one day. That's 15 mil a day. Or 7.5 mil a day. Yeah, half a mil BTC valuation in 10 years. 15 years.
Exactly. Now, are they paying more or less the same price for their Bitcoin? Yes, because the energy price doesn't fluctuate that much.
Yeah, but surely after the halving, it's harder to mine it.
After the halving, correct. It is harder to mine it. But
For
the
more
question
energy.
the question is, how much Bitcoin are they holding? How much Bitcoin you have? They have 8,000 Bitcoin. 8,490 Bitcoin is how much they're holding at the moment.
Yes.
They have a cash balance on top of this of 688 million. So
Yes.
let's say what happens if the price of Bitcoin doubles from where it is right now? What's the price of Bitcoin right now, please?
60,000? 62,000?
62,000. It currently costs them £23,000 to make one Bitcoin, right? So if the price of Bitcoin doubles, what does that mean for their margin? So again, let's do this maths, basic business maths, yeah? I say to you, I'm running a shop and I want to I'm going to sell some t-shirts, yeah? And it's costing me £23 to make these t-shirts with the postage and the packaging and everything. But then how much is the price of Bitcoin again, please, Ninja?
Bitcoin right now is, I believe, 62,000. Can double check
62,
that.
right?
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, these t-shirts that I'm selling for £23, I can now sell them for triple the price because that's just what the market's valuing them at. So I can sell the t-shirts that I'm getting for £23 for £69. I'm making some decent margin, yeah? That's a good business, yeah? But then what happens if the price goes up even further? I'm making even more money. So when you are a Bitcoin miner and you're sitting on 8,000 Bitcoin, if the price of Bitcoin doubles, this doubles from 600 million to 1.2 billion. And what have you done? Nothing. So let's just see if the company as a whole is doing well here. So Bitcoin produced a 36% increase in production year over year. They're producing 36% more Bitcoin. Bitcoin sold. They only sold 212 Bitcoin. Net income per share includes 32.3 million. So Riot's Bitcoin holdings, Q1, self-mining hash rate deployed up 18%. So their global hash rate has increased. Riot performs company-wide revenue growth. Bitcoin mining segment. Ending hash rate capacity. So here we go. Let's get down here. Let's get down here. Cost to mine increase driven by network hash rate growth and additional fixed costs from consolidation of data center hosting business. So they are expecting their hash rate to grow even further, which means that the cost of their Bitcoin will be even cheaper. Well, you know, you can read this kind of information, or you can pretend that, well, or you can do what everyone else does. Just listen to the newspapers saying that there's no money in Bitcoin mining. Meanwhile,
Because we know how much the news has your interests in mind when it comes to being informed and connected in general, but also when it comes to making money. Of course, everyone who here has ever watched BBC and then made money.
oh
Has
yeah,
anyone
no,
ever done that? Has anyone ever turned national TV on and found that information and profited from it? Please let me know. Oh, how do you profit, Keish? I want to know.
COVID.
this guy.
Wait, how did-
Moving
how-
on before we get ourselves in trouble. So their hash rate has grown 154%. They are actually building out additional facilities for mining Bitcoin. Not one, but two, which is all fully paid for already. But yeah, they've kind of pulled back on the numbers as well here,
Yeah.
if you can see, which is fair enough. So the key thing that we're looking for is their net income. And it looks pretty good to me. Their assets look pretty good to me. But yeah, these are the guys you need to look out for. Mr. Benjamin Yee, Mr. Jason Les, Mr. Colin Yee, Mr. William Jackman, Mr. Jason Chung, Miss Hannah Cho, Mr. Lance D'Ambrosio, and Hubert Marlieu. I'm not going to say anything about the correlation of a certain thing that I'm seeing amongst C-suite and this team. But if you know, then you probably noticed what I noticed as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ethnically intriguing is the answer. But anyway,
Any questions, guys? Any questions?
You'll have to explain it to me quietly.
we will one day in person. Yeah, so that is that. I'm gonna go to the charts on these now. So I already went to the charts on these yesterday on the dojo, and I'm gonna do them now. But this is why you should be a part of the dojo, because you get to see these things a whole couple of days, hours before. So let's
By the way,
go
guys,
this.
if you subscribe to the dojo, you get access to Mr. Harding on Mondays and Fridays from 9:30 to 10:30. After technically speaking, after the game, where this is where he does his macro stuff.
Mondays and Sundays, right?
Yeah, Mondays and Sundays.
Yeah. That's it. So, and I'm gonna break this down in such a simple way for anybody that is new to this, right? In a way that doesn't require a genius. It's just bare simple. You can see, let me know when you can see my screen.
You will.
No, yeah.
Share screen. All right. You see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, cool. So let's break this down onto the quarterly, because that's when earnings reports come out. Yeah. So we can see Coinbase kind of getting bad for the last, only really started moving. This was the ideal time to buy it, January 2023. We were definitely buying it then. We were definitely talking about it then because we've been talking about it since pre-IPO. So congratulations.
You know what's crazy? Like this is the Warren Buffett moment. I did buy some Coinbase stock at $30, but I shouldn't mind my language, but I shouldn't have bought some. I should have bought a fuck ton. Like that was the Warren Buffett because I remember buying Coinbase stock on the day that it came out. Do you remember that day? I
Yep.
remember buying it, right? I remember, and it was like nearly $400.
Yep.
So someone
And
should have clicked in my head and thought, this is 92% down from launch price and it's Coinbase. And I should have bought more. Like I should have put in 2% of my net worth or 3% of my net worth, not like a bit.
yeah. We know this company inside out.
It's that one. Like we weren't, it's like we weren't bullish enough. Like we should have had a team meeting and be like, let's put 3% of our business revenue in Coinbase or something when it was that cheap. We should have made some crazy move.
Yeah. To be fair,
That
we
was
should
like
have.
an investment.
I'm still confident. I don't think this has even started yet.
Yeah, I know, but we're not. But we're gonna do like not financial advice 4 to 6x. If we scooped up at that sub $50 region,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We could have like imagine this, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but obviously this is how a lot of crypto companies moved. Imagine if a Web3 company was smart enough to find that investment, put like 3% of business revenue into Coinbase, averaging down between $30 to $50 range, and then Coinbase goes to $1,000 plus. A business can like increase its cash reserves by 2x.
But people aren't smart. What people do instead is they do it in what's popular and they do it in what's risky. So they'll do it in Solana, they'll do it in XRP, they'll do it in all these things, but they don't realize if Coinbase disappears, your whole crypto business is gone anyway.
Yeah.
That's why it's the ultimate hedge. If you are working in crypto and you don't have stock in Coinbase, it just doesn't make any logical sense. It's the number one company in your entire industry, in your entire space. And if something does happen to it, if you thought FTX was bad, if Coinbase disappeared, it's over for everybody. Nobody stands a chance. And it's backed by BlackRock, and 9 out of 11 institutions that have got spot ETFs are buying through Coinbase.
And I believe the market cap of the entire stock is still sub $70 billion.
I'll find out. Right, it's 55 billion.
Yeah, sub 70 billion.
Which is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Anyways, if you're an absolute beginner and you want to see how to just quickly analyze if a company's good, you just literally go onto TradingView, you type in the name of the company, you drag this up here, and then you go and look at this. And you just want to ask yourself, is this going up and to the right? Is this improving? So we can see net income went from, we'll start here. Look, net income was down. So that means the profit was down, minus 2 mil. Then it went to 273 mil. And now it's at 1.18 billion. Net margin, 50%. So is that a good company? Yes. Look at its revenue. Went from 674 million to 953 to 2.3 billion in revenue. Jump. Like, that's silly, guys. Like, dumb. So that's that. Then what you would do from there is you can see what the analysts think. So you click see forecast, and the analysts are saying it's a neutral, and the analyst highs, they're still saying $450 this is to go to. So that's still 100% from where we are today. That's what the analysts think. But the analysts weren't even trying to be on Coinbase in the first place. So do I personally think it's going higher than that? Yes, personally, I do. So that's Coinbase. My exit point on Coinbase is $1,000.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Long
The reason why I'm happy to tell people I bought Coinbase at the IPO price at $380, and yes, it did go down. Yes, I did take a massive loss on it, but guess what? I was dollar cost averaging in that whole time. Why? Because I believe that Coinbase's market cap is completely wrong. Why is its market
Completely.
cap wrong? Because its market cap is 55 billion when its competitor, Binance, has a market cap of what? Someone pull up the market cap of Binance, please.
Which is completely incomparable because you're not comparing stock to stock, you're comparing stock to crypto. BNB's market cap is 1 second. I think it's 100 something. BNB's market cap is 87 billion.
87, right? So a little bit higher than where we are now. But I believe its all-time high was way higher than that. Let's see the all-time high market cap of Coinbase, of Binance. And load it up. Markets. Come on, load up. Wow, this thing is not trying to load. There we go. Market cap, all-time high market cap, 110 billion. So that's 100% more than where we are with Coinbase. And was BNB selling Bitcoin to institutions for their ETFs? No. So
you can't compare crypto to a stock because the stock market's $100 trillion ecosystem. Crypto's 3 trillion. So there's not even enough money. Like
Yeah.
there's a what 30 to 50x liquidity difference as well.
Yeah.
So
it's just not even comparable.
it's not
It's like
comparable.
the Coinbase market cap should just be far greater than it is. Like
This is the thing, right? Call me absolutely crazy, but Coinbase can actually go to like post $2,000 price, not just $1,000 price. The reason why is because in order for Coinbase to even go to $1,000, which it should do in this bull run, the market cap of the stock only needs to go to $300 billion.
Yep.
I feel like the size of the market cap of Coinbase just shows how like worried people still are about investing in crypto, like crypto-based companies, even on the stock market.
Here's and I've said it before and I'll say it again, why I'm okay with this price. And I'll say this with chest. I believe out of all companies that exist in the United States right now, Coinbase can get to $1 trillion market cap. In the next 5 to 10 years, Coinbase can get to $1 trillion market cap. And you know what's going to happen when it does, and it gets to those same kind of numbers that Nvidia did, that Tesla did? People are going to be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it actually got there! I can't believe." Watch. So, just genuinely, I think just Coinbase alone, doing the right, with speaking to the right financial advisor, could change your entire life.
Boom, mic drop.
But yeah, anyway, we don't really know what we're talking about here. But yeah, let's just go over to the final bit. And I'm just going to show you Riot. So again, those that were on the dojo saw this already. Let's show it to you guys. Did it beat? So here we go. We can see the performance. It's been getting absolutely battered for the last couple of years. When we look at it quarterly, the all-time high on Riot is absolutely disgusting where it was. All-time high on Riot is 3,600. We are now currently at 10, I believe. 10. $10. Can it get back up to 3,600? I doubt it. Can it go from 10 to 100? Yeah, I believe so. I think there's a 10x in this. Why? Simply because I've never seen a company do this. And I've showed this before. I'm going to show it again. Revenue, 51. Net income, 45. So it was underwater, yeah? Next quarter, it made, and this is when we first picked this up, right? Last time we covered Riot, we covered this. We said this is the only company I've ever seen where its net income is greater than its revenue, and its net margin was 100%. Look at this quarter, net margin 267%, net income 211 million in comparison to a revenue of 79 million. It's making double net income than it is revenue. That is the equivalent of having a shop, right? And you sell trainers or you sell sweets or whatever you sell in the shop, but you revenue 10 grand a day, but you profit 30 grand a day. People will be like, yo, how are you running this business? How are you making that much money? But right now, is this getting any love on the chart? Absolutely none. Absolutely nothing. Nada. Zilch. Is there about to be a 10-20 cross? Yes. Is Riot about to be popular on the news? Yes. Because there is no way the moment one newspaper announces this, everyone's going to jump on it. Because regardless of what you think of Bitcoin, regardless of what you think of anything, this is just good business numbers. It's just good business. Period. If you remove all your emotions and you ignore that it's Bitcoin and you look at those numbers right there that I've got up on the screen, revenue 79 million, net income 211 million, you're interested. You want to know more. And then if you find out that the stock is at $10 when it used to be at $3,000, I don't know. You tell me, is this an undervalued asset? And that is where we end the show. Any questions?
Yeah.
We got some new peeps. I'm gonna start eating my dinner, so you can ask Ninja if you go through the questions with peeps.
Yeah, for sure, man. Mr. Harding's so busy on meetings, he doesn't even have time to eat. I've seen it in the flesh.
Yeah.
He's like, right. Let's take questions. I'm gonna pick people out. Esteban, what are you telling me, broski?
Yo, bro.
Yeah, yeah. How
I
you doing?
I had
Any
a
questions?
question about. Yeah, I had a question about. I saw, was it Coinbase? They'd invested less into marketing in Q1 of 24 than Q4 of 23. So they're dialing down on marketing. Is that because what you were talking about, like how they should have already like cemented their place and prepared for the bull run, but then wouldn't it make more sense to invest more in marketing during the bull run? I'm just confused about that.
Yeah, sure. So we have to understand businesses. Okay, imagine a business that's always spending more and more every single month on marketing, right? Just like the markets go up and down, a business's balance sheet is going to go up and down in terms of profit, revenue, sometimes, right? There was a month where Coinbase there was entire quarters where Coinbase took huge hits, aka in the bear market. So I can't comment specifically why exactly Coinbase spent less on marketing this quarter versus sorry in Q1 24 versus Q4 23. But I will say that you shouldn't expect a company to keep investing more and more into marketing because at some point they want to use that cash reserves for something else. In fact, a better place than marketing long term, and write this down for anybody who wants to invest in a stock, is you want a company that's investing more and more into research and development. Because
Exactly.
like crypto.com overspent on marketing. They blew their marketing budget, and where are they now? It's because the product isn't great. For anybody who's ever used crypto.com, you may experience things such as like the app lagging and also just an extreme difficulty to get crypto out of the platform. Like sometimes 3-day reviews and stuff. That was my personal experience. Where things like Binance, up until very recently, it was very easy to get your money out, and Coinbase as well. At least when it comes to withdrawing crypto. So yeah, I wouldn't.
Great answer.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to throw in the really obvious one. From this report, which kind of who is Coinbase's number one customer?
That's what I was thinking. 'Cause I was gonna say, wouldn't they want to increase marketing to suck in all the consumers, consumer investors? But it looks like their focus this time around is
No, but if the bull market happens, they're already in. If the bull market happens, the people are already in the market. That's when they come in.
So Coinbase, their report shows, their number one target and number one customer is institutions. They don't care about retail.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why as well. With regard to that, it's because Coinbase not only have about 8% of all crypto in existence, not only provide liquidity to asset management companies, but they also provide digital infrastructure where Binance don't. Like there's or if Binance do, they don't do it like Coinbase. Like Coinbase are trying to provide like the payment processing for big e-commerce. So they're just more focused on business.
Yeah.
And you got to think, when it comes to these institutions, the time to market to an institution is in the bear market.
Yeah.
Not in the bull market. And you trying to close an institution on a crypto deal in the height of the bull market, they're gonna laugh at you and be like, "Are you dumb?" Whereas in the bear market, when no one else is interested and everyone's running away from crypto, that's when you do your marketing to them and close them on deals. And that's what they did. In fact, they did an incredible job. They got 9 out of the 11 ETFs to come through them.
Yeah,
So
that
makes sense.
was more important than sticking your logo on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd rather have 9 institutional clients out of 11 than have my logo all over a football team or a football stadium.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, well, yeah, great question. Next person.
Chantal, how are you? Is this a lady? We need some more girls in here.
I'm like just taking it all in because those figures were mind blowing, honestly. I think I had like one kind of like question at the end. When Michael was talking about the residual, not the residual, is it the residual income? No. Basically where the numbers with regards to the revenue, it was like kind of like inverse. So there was more kind of other income coming in outside of revenues. I'm trying to think how often you'd see that, or kind of like
You don't. It's
yeah.
rare as hell. Like
That's what I'm
to
thinking.
have a company where it's revenues. Number one, companies that their revenues increase like this, like either Coinbase or Riot,
Yeah.
is next to none. And I read earnings reports all day, every day for like literally for banks. And these are two of the best that I've seen in my entire life. Coinbase, Nvidia, Tesla, Riot have got, they're like WWE superstar wrestlers versus me in the gym. Like it's just not even a fight. Like in comparison to normal, and this is why I think it's important for business owners to read these earnings reports or be exposed to them to inspire you and go, okay. So if I can one day get my business to operate or look anything like this, there's gonna be random people on the internet just excited talking about, yo, I remember I saw this person's earn like reports and their revenue all of a sudden jumped 4 times, or all of a sudden like they managed to make as much net profit as they was revenue, which is crazy.
Do you know what? You know what success stories I wanna hear. Within this decade, because outside of Web3 companies and multi-billion-dollar institutions and nothing in between. Literally, that's the two types of companies that do this. It needs to be popularized for business owners to invest a proportion of business revenues into investments. I'm trying to hear about the business that does, the small business that does 70K a year in revenue at maybe 50%, profit margin, so 35K net profit, and then putting 5 to 10% of that into investments. Like look, guys, if you put 5% of your net worth or 5% of your investing portfolio or 5% of your business profits into an asset that does 20x, you've increased your entire net worth or entire portfolio or entire business cash reserves by 2x. Hope that maths makes sense.
Yeah.
And
people don't do it. It's so strange because the biggest companies in the world, all they do is invest in other companies.
Yeah.
Nike has a massive amount of Apple stock in their portfolio.
Yeah.
Apple has stock in Nike, in Fitbit, in Google, all of these companies. Whereas normal everyday people, we run businesses, even if your business is making 5K a month, right? And you've just got 500 or a grand spare cash. Like a lot of us just sit on that cash. Whereas that being invested is a game changer.
Game changer. I've made, just to publish that, I've made more money in my life through mathematical multiples of investing than any business deal I've ever closed. Been an entrepreneur for like 15 years, and I'll always consider myself an entrepreneur first because that's the cash flow. But in terms of money made, generated, way more. The sad thing is, clicking buy and sell, then doing all the business transactions and customer acquisition. I've made more by putting money in somewhere, waiting for 6 months and selling that asset than all the time spent doing real business. It's the biggest glitch in the matrix, and this is why I'm pushing both.
I think it's the key is, and you'll hear this all the time, cash flow is king. Like you need the business to get the cash flow so that you can make bigger investments, but you need the investments, ironically, to get more cash flow.
Yeah.
So it's a weird double-edged sword that you just have to do both. But unfortunately, a lot of people in Web3 don't do both because they don't actually understand business. Unfortunately, a lot of like Web3 doesn't teach stuff like this. like how to look at a business and look at how they're making multiple revenue streams. Like it's just never talked about. Like Web3 is so dependent on token. Like 98% of companies out there, probably 99% of companies out there, if you take their token away, they can't make money. They don't have a clue how to make money.
I had another question about the when we were looking at the all-time high for Riot and then where it is now. And it was like from 3006 went down to 10, but
yeah, I couldn't find that over.
Yeah, it was just basically saying like going up to that level, and then if we don't think that it's going to get back to that,
okay, I'm gonna share my screen, right? So I'm gonna explain why this kind of happened. So what you have to understand is, let me share my screen. Share. Okay, share Chrome. Share. Okay, right. So let's look at the stock, right? Riot. It's crazy how it's on the Nasdaq as well. For those. Okay, again, as I say on the streams, this is not my usual trading view. I can't share my usual trading view because of the way StreamYard's set up. Okay, so what we're not saying at Blockchain Sensei is that we're not saying we think it's going to go back to this price. The reason why is because just like, you know what, I'm gonna put you on the spot, Chantel. Are you ready? I'm gonna put you on the spot. Do you know the reason why the price is the price? And Esteban, do you know the reason why the price is the price of crypto? And it applies to the stock market as well. And then I'm going to go back to the Riot chart. Do you know the mathematical reason why Ethereum's $3,065? That is it. I'm going to say, sorry, go on. Okay, cool. I'm going to take that as you don't know. Right, so, guys, I am so flabbergasted they don't teach this because I've been saying the same shit for 4 years, right? And it's absolutely fine that you don't know. But the second you know this, yeah, your edge in the market is above 90% of crypto investors. So I'm going to say it for crypto, I'm going to say it for stocks, and go back to Riot Blockchain and it will explain why the stock has declined. The mathematical reason why all digital assets are the price they are, including stocks and crypto, were easier in crypto because of coinmarketcap.com, is the formula as following: is market cap, which is how much is invested in the asset, divided by circulating supply. $368 billion divided by 120 million circulating supply equals 3,000 coins. This formula applies across the board. The mathematical reason why Coinbase stock is 200 and whatever dollars is because there's $55 billion invested in the stock divided by however many shares there are. I think it's around 144 million last time I checked. Right? So that's why Coinbase stock is $226. I don't know what the inflation printing was on Riot Blockchain stock, but I'm gonna make a calculated guess. There were way less stocks in 2007 than there was in now, right? So because like crypto, stocks can be inflationary in supply. I'm gonna assume there was some kind of I won't look at the data right now, but as well as a declining price action because of money being taken out of the stock for various reasons, right? Including, but not limited to, people's faith in crypto or institutions' faith in crypto or whatever, there would have definitely been some kind of shares being printed, basically increasing the supply and reducing the price action. So it's not like we're saying it's going to go back to $3,000. I don't have a price prediction of where it's going to go, but the fundamentals support this bouncing up, basically, in a nutshell.
To that chart. We'll go back to that chart a sec, please,
Oh,
Ninja.
sure. 1 sec. Give me a second.
The reason why this thing is not going back to $3,000 is because you can't recreate.
Wow, you know what? I've just noticed something. Right, 1 second. April, March. Wait, where's November? November. Yeah, this is crazy. Right, nah, this has been in too much suppression. November 2022 was the bottom of the crypto market. This is when BTC was 16K, BTC. And then October 2023, sorry, 1 second. October 2023 was here. This is when Bitcoin was like 30K. This is the start of the bull run, right? Look how little price action that we've had in this zone. This is a fantastic time to buy Riot blockchain. Look, even at recent highs, we do 2x. The journey from here to here is 2x. That's double. That's double. Just That's crazy. Nah, you absolutely shilled it. You guys need to highly appreciate what Mr. Harding brought to you guys. This is this is why we do these webinars, because it keeps us in the trenches. I don't have enough Riot blockchain. Oh, no.
Okay, let's go to Nathan. Nathan, you've been unmuted.
Hi guys, hi. Thank you for the session. It's been interesting. It's my first session with you guys. I'm not new to investing, but I am new to crypto investing. Therefore, yeah, I guess what would you say to someone who, hasn't really been invested in crypto before? Would you say they should stick to the stocks, as you say, or would you say they should get into some of the altcoins? What's your kind of view on that?
Wait. Let me answer first. First of all, what investing experience do you have?
Yeah, so essentially, I work at an asset manager, so I'm kind of up to date with like index funds, etc. Done some individual stocks, but that's the main sort of stuff.
Okay, amazing. Welcome, Mr. TradFi, to the land of non-traditional finance. So what I tell people is, before you invest in cryptocurrency, as in make a sizable investment, use cryptocurrency, right? I used to say learn about crypto and educate yourself about the blockchain and go through the rabbit hole and then buy crypto. No, forget it. This is the new opinion. Buy a little bit of crypto, just £10 worth, on a centralized exchange, Coinbase, Swissborg, Binance, or whatever. Send it out into a decentralized wallet. Understand how decentralized wallets work. MetaMask, Phantom, Trust Wallet, they're all great, right? Learn what a seed phrase and a private key is and self-custody. And then learn to send that money from the centralized exchange. Just USDT or USDC is fine, okay? Doesn't need to be anything complicated. And send it into your decentralized wallet. And then create another decentralized wallet and move the money from this wallet to this wallet. Then you'll understand something, right? You'll understand the feeling of digital ownership, because you never own money outside of cryptocurrency digitally, because money in a bank is not owned by you, right? You have to feel self-custody. It's something you have to feel, not watch a video on, right? And then connect this wallet to a decentralized exchange such as Uniswap or PancakeSwap. Learn what a decentralized exchange is and swap it from one crypto to another crypto. And then take that crypto and send it back into your centralized exchange and convert it into pound sterling and put it back into your bank. That will teach you more than anything that anyone can ever say, for you to feel what it's really like to convert fiat into crypto. crypto from a centralized exchange, aka centralized bank, into a decentralized wallet. That's the first time that you feel digital autonomy of your money. You've never felt it in the stock market. You've never felt it in forex. You've never felt it. You don't understand until you do it, right? You have to do it. And then when you move that digital money to another wallet, you'll start understanding. Your brain will start connecting all the dots of peer-to-peer transactions. And when you convert crypto from a decentralized wallet on a decentralized exchange into another crypto, you'll feel something else, because then you'll start understanding, wait a minute, then I can take peer-to-peer transactions and then actually profit from it on a decentralized market, right? And then back realized into the real world. Go through all of that with 10 to 20 pounds, right? Without thinking about making any profit, only to go through the process, go through the rabbit hole of understanding blockchain, and only then start thinking about buying crypto for the long term and making profit from it, because that is way more important.
And if you want to have some guidance whilst doing that, anyone that's watching this ever on YouTube, on Instagram, on whatever, that is the whole point of Blockchain Sensei. If you want someone to help you do your first ever crypto transaction, buy your first crypto, your first ever swap, just go on our website. There's a bit there that says booking a session. Booking that session, we give the first half an hour to anyone for free to answer any questions, to help them out with absolutely anything. So go take advantage of that. Yeah, big shout there, Ninja. Big shout. So let's go to the last person who's not from the dojo. Everyone else is in the dojo, I think. Saint Jerome, questions or thoughts on today's episode?
Yeah, no question, just a thought. So the Coinbase is looking at how that's moved from £30 up to what it is now. That was alpha, and that Riot, that's serious alpha, man. So I'm just thinking what happens when the traditional investors that know how to measure assets find out about that. I can see where that's going. So that's heavy.
I think it's a matter of time. I think it's because it's not trendy at the moment, but I think it might get drastically out of hand once they do start talking about it on the news and on the media. I think, yeah, I don't know where they could take this. I think it might get really silly. I think potentially Riot could turn into something similar, like what happened with GameStop. Potentially, like it could just get dumb, and like everyone just starts piling into it for no reason, and then it just, yeah. But we'll see. Who knows? Nobody knows. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up now because we've got the dojo call in 5 minutes.
Yes.
I've got the dojo call in 5 minutes, Ninja.
Yes, you have the dojo call in 5 minutes.
I'll take that as a yes.
Oh, you muted?
Oh, sorry. Yes, we'll see you in the dojo call. Is it your Zoom or your Google Meets?
Google Meets. My Google Meets.
Right. Anyone in the dojo, let us know. Actually, no, don't let us know. Subscribe, and then if you want a refund within 27 days because it's not worth it, then I will process your refund. Don't let me know. Pay for that. Stop bouncing off service.
Yeah. All right then, guys.
What's up, guys? See you in a sec.
All right.
Bye.
Take care.